Hey everybody, it's Saturday afternoon and me and my wife are headed to Disney for the first time since March. We're going to Hollywood Studios and I'm going to take some video of what it looks like while we're there, the crowd levels, some of the rides, some of the wait times, the COVID restrictions, the 6 feet distancing, social distancing things, and it's going to be a really disjointed video because I'm not really good. Well, I can't say I'm not really good. I've never edited a video in my life before, so I'm going to try to put a bunch of different videos together and make it look good. But we're currently on I-4, the Death Highway, and hoping to make it there, and I will update you in maybe, I think I have about 20 minutes left to get there. My wife does not want to be on video, and I'm okay with that. She has a right to privacy, but I'm going to do my best to kind of keep the camera on myself, walk forward and not bump into people, because this is kind of difficult. I have to look at the camera, and there are a ton of scooters at Disney. So I'm gonna try to transition quickly and evenly and in a nice way throughout the different experiences that we go through. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a few seconds. All right, guys, just made it to the parking lot of Hollywood Studios. I've got my mask on. I'm already very, very uncomfortable because the mask is just making it very difficult to breathe, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. So we're walking to the tram area. Parking is not as good as I thought it would be. There are a ton of cars here, and from what I've heard, it seems like that preferred parking was pretty easy to get to because people just weren't attending the parks. But it looks like attendance has picked up, and it is, what time is it?
2:15.
It is 2:15 p.m. on a Saturday, so it looks like park attendance has come up significantly from what it was prior to park opening. But at the same time, I'm excited because this is the first time we've been back to the park since March. So I can complain all I want, but not everything is terrible. I'm going to try to give you a video of what it's like to go through security, but I'm not sure if they'll allow me to do that because I'm going to have to, present all my possessions, including my firstborn child, in order to get into the park. But we'll see what happens. So stand by for part 3. All right, so I'm going to flip this and show you. We're on the walkway to the entrance, and there are a bunch of please wait here, please wait here, please wait here. But there's no place to wait. There's nobody in line right now. So I'm just going to keep this going until we get up to security. It doesn't look like there's a long wait, although it is definitely a long walk. So there's a lot of social distancing going on here in terms of the markers, but there's not a lot of social distancing going on in terms of people because people just aren't here. So it's kind of an exciting thing, and here's a
Temperature check.
here's a temperature check. Advent Health is doing the temp checks, so it's not Disney employees. So we're coming up on the Advent Health tents to get our temperatures done, and then we're going to get to obviously the you know, to make sure that you have tickets and reservations and whatnot. So let's see how this goes. Here we go. We're going into temperature check right now. And I just got my temp check.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm perfect. I'm healthy.
Enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
And now we, that was a very easy process. So now we go through security.
They're not gonna let you video that.
So let's see what security is like. I don't know if they're gonna let me videotape this, but, yeah, you can tell I'm old. I just said videotape. So here we go. We're going through security. That was a very easy process. Wow, so I'm actually kind of amazed, to be honest with you, that it was that easy. I thought this was going to be a long process. So now we're headed into the park itself. So all we have to do now is, I guess, check in, and then we're headed to Tower of Terror, if they're open, because Tower of Terror goes down pretty often. So let's see how easy this is. I've got my magic band. My wife has her magic band. And we're headed, and see, there's COVID warnings all over the place here. So we're just gonna try to see what happens with the magic band. And I don't want to put my wife on. So here we go. And there we go, we're in. Made it. We passed all top secret security checks. So here's what's going on. It's actually a lot more busy than I thought it would be. I thought the streets would be empty. But you know, as things get relaxed, obviously there are going to be more people coming in. Mask compliance looks to be about, I'd say 100%. Somebody's wearing a Tool Time shirt, which I appreciate. But yeah, there's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
You do that first?
So I think my wife and I are going to head into that one first, just because we haven't done it before, and you know, we're here at a decent time of day, I think. So I'm not going to bore you with the queue, but once we get in, I'll tell you how long it took, and hopefully my edits come through. And also, take a look at that. They are still selling balloons. So, you know, and they are still selling popcorn, and we just made a huge mistake because we forgot our popcorn bucket. So we just lost out on that. But anyway, we're gonna head into Mickey and Minnie, which it's kind of a strange sight because this is the Chinese theater, and that just simply does not flow with the attraction that they decided to put in. But I'm going to do a little bit of a rotation for you to show you how many people are here. It's actually very busy, and here's an opinion. The runaway train line is completely outdoors, so that's going to be uncomfortable. But anyway, I'm going to shut down for a second, and again, here I'm going to show you there's social distancing lines everywhere. But I'll be back in a few minutes to show you some stuff that if you're not here and you can't make it here, you can see what it's like. All right. Hey everybody, so we just spent about 30 minutes in a queue for the runaway train, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be filming it to show you what it looks like, show you, you know, no spoilers here. If you don't want to watch it, feel free to fast forward. I don't want to ruin it for anything, but here we go. We're about to board the train. Doesn't look very safe. All right, we're gonna board, and then when things get interesting, I will return. All right, here we go. Things just lightened up a little bit. And we're trackless at this point. We're being run by magnets. And it's a little rough.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls!
There they are!
And it's very windy.
We made it! Nothing can stop us now! Hurry! Hurry! We have to stop from falling all over them! Oh, look at all those bright, smiling faces. It's so nice to see you. Come on in. Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's conga!
Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of the ride myself. You can experience it when you want to. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so here's one of those pop-up parades that everyone's talking about since they don't have normal parades anymore. I think that's Mike from Monsters Inc. I'm just joking, I know it's silly. But this is one of the pop-up parades. Just to avoid people congregating and watching from a distance. All right, headed over to the Tower of Terror. All right, so we're headed to the Tower of Terror. And as you can see, park attendance has drastically reduced as the day goes on. So everybody's reports that going later in the day is better is definitely true. So as soon as we get to the Tower of Terror, I'll let you know what the queue's like there. And then I think we're gonna head to Rock and Roller Coaster maybe Toy Story Mania, and then we're gonna call it a day. So yeah, it's pretty empty. So we just got into the Tower of Terror with minimal wait. It wasn't too bad. The standby line was a little long, but I think it's moving sufficiently. But we're in the pre-show room, and the doors are remaining open, and they are not showing the pre-show at all, which has been reported in the past. So there's that. But still, the ambiance is still here. The cast members are doing a great job at keeping people away from each other. And I'm sure Rod Serling, creator of the Twilight Zone, will keep keep other people away from each other even better when he destroys our elevator. So we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so just got done with Tower of Terror. Looks like things have picked up a little bit here. There's a 40-minute wait for Slinky Dog Dash, a 45-minute wait for Rock and Roller Coaster, but there's only a 20-minute wait for Toy Story Mania. So I think the priorities of people have definitely changed. I'm gonna flip the camera because I've just been showing you pictures of the park. And I don't know how to do that. So my wife's gonna help me out.
Oh, that's just taking pictures. I don't know. I don't think you can do it with the video.
All right, apparently I can't do it with the video, so I'm just gonna give you a little outlook on what the park looks like. The wait times haven't been terrible, but they haven't been great. Especially if you're only planning on spending a little bit of time here. But it's still good to be back. Still good to be involved in the Disney experience. And we're on our way to Toy Story Land right now to get in line for Slinky Dog. So I will report back when that happens. Something I should mention though is that mask compliance, I would say, I've been reading a lot of reports that it's 95%. I would say that our visit, it's been about 100%, even though I just contradicted myself because I'm looking at two people right now that are not wearing masks and they are not isolating. So I'm not going to put them on film or camera because it's not fair, but put a mask on, will you? All right. I'll report back soon. All right, so welcome. Hi, so welcome to sunny Florida, where when it rains, it pours.
For about half an hour.
Yeah, for about half an hour. And Disney has to shut half of its park down, which is definitely not good for revenue. But we were in line, second in line for Slinky Dog Dash, and it got shut down. So we're on our way to Rock and Roller Coaster. That'll be the final ride of the day, and then when we get back in the car, I'll do a little bit of a debrief and let you know how the day went. And I gotta be honest, I can't complain. It went pretty well. I don't see many things they could have improved, but we'll talk about that when my phone isn't getting soaked and I'm in danger of having to buy a new one. So I'll see you when I see you, and honestly, I hope my editing works. Talk to you in a few minutes.
My poor shoes.
It won't stop.
Because it's wet. You gotta make it not wet.
Here we are. Rock and Roller Coaster. Last ride of the day. Pretty short line because it's pouring rain. But looks like we're gonna get on shortly. So I think when we get in the car, I'll do one final video and do a debrief so I can tell you exactly what I thought about our first trip back to Disney. But you can see the cars taking off, and our car will be taking off very shortly back to home. So I'll post again shortly.